Yeah, you guys, welcome back to another video on Michigan Sports Talk here. Michigan just won a huge game on the road in Happy Valley against number 23 ranked in the AP poll, Penn State, as they moved to 9-1. Michigan does. They won it 21-17. They were down at 17-14 after Penn State came back, and Michigan took it right back and was able to hold off Penn State and come up with a huge road victory. Going to be getting into everything, so stay tuned. Make sure you guys watch the whole entire video. And yeah, other than that, hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, please drop a like, subscribe for more, and let's get right into today's video. Alright, so we're going to start with Cade McNamara. The only mistake he made was a fumble lost. Penn State actually had great pressure on Cade McNamara the whole game, I thought, compared to all the other teams we faced. Michigan State had good pressure, but Penn State, I think, had really good pressure. Cade McNamara, I'm pretty sure he got sacked either one or two times. Could have been more, but he did lose the ball at one point, and that put Penn State up 17-14. But he had 19 completions on 29 attempts and 217 yards for 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. A fantastic game from Cade McNamara, and he overcame that fumble loss and went down and scored a game-winning touchdown to Eric All, who had a fantastic 47-yard touchdown run. Now Hassan Haskins led the load offensively, 31 carries, 156 yards. Donovan Edwards, I thought we would see more of him, but Hassan Haskins really never felt any fatigue, I guess, and he just stayed in there. Donovan Edwards only had 2 carries for 2 yards in the first half, and then the rest was Hassan Haskins doing his job. Eric All, again, huge game, 4 receptions, 64 yards for a touchdown. Rowan Wilson had the other 2 touchdowns. He had 3 receptions, 31 yards. Cornelius Johnson had a great game, 3 receptions for 51 yards. Hassan Haskins also had 5 receptions for 45 yards. And we actually ran a screenplay, which was very, very nice, to get a first down on, what was it, like 3rd and 13 or something. So overall, I thought the offense played good. I think that, you know, we could have sustained more drives, but overall, I think we did good. Penn State has a great defense, and they brought pressure. We struggled running the ball in the first half, as we only had 60-something yards. So we really stepped it up in the second half, and we took care of business. You know, right now, it was a tough, gritty win. Could have been a little bit ugly, but you know, right now it's survive and advance here in Michigan, able to get the win. That's all that matters right now, and they move on to Maryland to keep their CFP hopes alive and their Big Ten championship hopes alive as well. Going to look at Penn State here. Sean Clifford, 23 completions on 43 attempts, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Just a really, really great game by Sean Clifford. Got to give it up to him. He got hit so many times. Michigan had a lot of sacks, and really Michigan had so much pressure defensively. They went down. They were down 14-6, drove down, scored, got the 2-point conversion to tie at 14-14. Then McNamara fumbled, and they went up 17-14. And then Michigan's defense forced a 4-and-out to pretty much seal the deal. We really kept, Jahan Dotson, he only had 9 receptions and only 61 yards. We really shut him down, and really great job defensively. I know Daxton Hill and Vincent Gray were both on him throughout the game, so great job by them. And then Parker Washington, he had 4 receptions, 92 yards. He had a good game. And Theo Johnson had 4 receptions, 28 yards. And then Kavion Lee had 20 carries, 88 yards. And then Sean Clifford had 16 carries for 16 yards. Obviously, he got sacked a lot. But yeah, he was running the ball pretty dang good. That was pretty much all of Penn State's offense. They had a rough first half, and then second half they had that one good drive, but ultimately Michigan's defense really performed really well and only kept them to 17 points. Offensively, we can definitely work on it, but you know, like I said, Penn State has a great defense, and just lucky to get out of this game with a win out of Happy Valley. Always a great win if you're able to always a great win if you are able to get out of there with a W in Happy Valley. So total stats for both teams. The team stats: Michigan 361 total yards, 217 passing yards, 144 rushing yards, and 5.2 yards per play. Penn State had 332 total yards, 223 passing yards, and 109 rushing yards, 3.9 yards per play. Third down efficiency: Penn State 7 for 21, Michigan 6 for 15. Fourth down efficiency: Penn State went 4 for 6 on fourth down efficiency. Michigan 1 for 2. Penn State had a total of 86 plays, Michigan 70. That was a big factor. Penn State had like 33 total plays in the first quarter. Michigan had like a total of 6, I'm pretty sure. So definitely that was a worry for Michigan, as Penn State really dominated the first quarter, although they only had 3 points. So you got to give it up to Michigan's defense for stopping them in the red zone. That one play as they tried to do a fake field goal, but they obviously did not get it. Fumbles lost: Michigan had one, that Cade McNamara fumble, and then Penn State also fumbled it. That fumble was the fake field goal, and then the kicker, the field goal kicker fumbled it. And then time of possession: Michigan 30 minutes 20 seconds, Penn State 29 minutes 40 seconds. Penn State had the ball the majority of the first quarter, so for Michigan to come up with more time of possession is really crazy, because of the time of possession Penn State had the ball in the first quarter. Alright, so now that we got all the stats out of the way, we can just talk about the game itself. Michigan's defense, we'll start out with that. Just a fantastic game from Ojabo and Hutchinson. I mean, both had, I know they had, like 7, Michigan's defense had 7 sacks at one point. I think they might have even gotten 1 more or 2 more than that. The defense just played phenomenal all game long, except for that one drive at the end of the game when Penn State went up, or tied the game, 14-14. Other than that, they stopped them to a field goal after the McNamara fumble, which was very huge. And then Michigan in the offense. Let's talk about the offense. That game-winning drive was just fantastic. You could say that Michigan teams in the past would not have come back and won this game, especially in a hostile environment in Happy Valley at Penn State. Very tough environment to play in, and for Michigan's offense to go out there, Cade McNamara giving what the defense, or just taking what the defense gives him, throws it short, and Eric All catches it pretty much near the line of scrimmage and takes it 47 yards to the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Very huge and a very exciting win for Michigan. So offense, obviously things to work on, but one thing Michigan had that was really a struggle coming in was red zone efficiency. We had a lot of field goals in the red zone coming into this game, and we had 0 field goal attempts today, which was very huge, and we scored a touchdown in every red zone trip. So props to the offense for fixing that. Props to Josh Gaddis for calling that play call to win the game, go ahead and win it 21-17. Props to him. Props to Mike McDonald as well. His defense performed very well. Altogether, tough, gritty win for Michigan. Coming down the stretch, thought Michigan was going to lose this game. Just looking back at past Michigan teams, we usually don't come out of this hole and win it, and we went down 17-14. I was very, very worried, but Michigan's offense came in clutch. McNamara to Eric All, just a fantastic play, and got to give it up to this team. They survive and advance, and they move on to Maryland. They're 9-1, 2 games remaining on the regular season schedule. Very excited here down the stretch. I want to know down in the comment section below what you guys thought of this game. I thought Michigan played well. I think they can work on a few things as well. We got one more game to prepare for, and then we got Ohio State. So it's going to be fun coming down to the stretch. Michigan State still has to lose one more game. However, Ohio State and Michigan State play next week. Then Michigan plays Maryland, and then Michigan and Ohio State will face off with what many believe will be to go to the Big Ten Championship if Ohio State takes care of business against Michigan State next week. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much going to be the video. Props to the whole team. The energy after the win was awesome. There's a video in the locker room which was very cool. Jim Harbaugh said that the players were made for this game, and we performed, and came back in this one, and that is what a championship level team does. So props to the players, props to the team. Michigan gets it done, 21-17. Great win against Penn State. Penn State's a good team. Props to them for coming back. But yeah, Michigan won it 21-17. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more, and we will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.